Hello, welcome to the Play Expo Blackpool. Let's go and have a look at what they've got. This is the retro room. What kind of cabs do we have? We have Defender, Frogger, Carnival, Asteroids, Battlezone, Atari Star Wars, Tempest, a nice version of Tempest, Centipede, Tron, Golf, Rally X, Pac-Man, Galaxian, Burger Time, Gallagher, Super Hang-On, Video Pinball, some gentlemen fighting with a Kung Fu Master, Time Pilot, Circus Charlie, a nice gyrus there, Karate Champ, Return of the Jedi, good old Space Invaders, getting busy now. Bubble Bobble, the Nemesis, the Pengo, Dig Dug, the Zaxxon, the Vanguard, and the Moon Patrol. Over here we have House of the Dead, Time Crisis 2, Sega Rally Versus, I don't know why these aren't on yet, Pole Position, I'd never fit in there, a Spy Hunter, an Outrun, oh nice, Power Drift, you don't see that very often. Over at this section they've got consoles and computers. So we've got a bit of tone, I've got one of these. This is the Mark IV. Oh no, this is the Mark VI, I have the Mark IV. Vectrex, never played an actual Vectrex. I did down to play, but I must film. Grandstand, an NES, an Intellivision, have another Intellivision or a ColecoVision. There, let me know in the comments. 7800, another NES, Famicom, Master System, NES, another Master System, another NES. The total of that is the Master System too. We have an N64, we have a PS1, we have a Neo Geo, oh a 3DO I've not seen before. There we are, love 3DO, I'd like to get one. A Genesis 3, the Atari Jaguar, Super Nintendo, or a Mega Drive. Super Nintendo, Mega Drive, SNES, or Mega Drive, you decide. NTSC, SNES, CDI, there you are, Alan Davenport from Retro the Future Gaming, that's for you. PC Engine Shuttle, another lovely Neo Geo, a regular PC Engine, generic Demon, you have that Hue card if you like, come and get it, and a Mega Drive. I'll just give you an overview. It's a pretty big area, soon going to be chocker. PS2, GameCube, Dreamcast, PS2, N64, PS1, Japsat. Oh, what's that game in there? X-Men versus Street Fighter, I think. I'm not sure. N64, another PS1, another Sat. Where's Sega Rally? It needs to be set up. One man 64 on the N64. PS1, another Sat. A lot of Saturn love here this year. Dreamcast, GameCube, OG Xbox, GameCube, another Xbox, Wii, PS3, 360, Wii U, never played a Wii U, another PS3, Xbox 360. This is the Retro Challenge area from Retro Collect. Oh, the beautiful Amiga 600. So they've got a load of challenges going on here. Wagglemania, DK Rumble.
This is the main games hall. Next door, we have the traders hall with all the traders, with all the stuff they're trading.
PC set up. Quality. Not sure how they're running these off the server, maybe, I'm not sure. Amiga 1200. Awesome. Commodore 64. Game cartridge for the Commodore 64, you don't see them very often. ZX Spectrum Plus 3. 6128. BBC Micro, oh I love a BBC Micro. How awesome. Beautiful BBC Micro. Good old ZX Spectrum and a DVI-D Plus. Super NES, Mega Drive, another Mega Drive, PC Engine Core, Super NES, classic PC games. A bit of LAN gaming going on down here. I'd walk down there, I'm not too lazy. Some more arcade machines, 18-wheeler, Crazy Taxi, Point Blank, Operation Wolf, Operation Thunderbolt, an awesome game. Lethal Enforcers, Mortal Kombat 2, Virtua Fighter, Striker, Space Harrier, Black Tiger's not on, that's a shame, Black Tiger's great. Rolling Thunder, great game. Road Blasters, Marble Madness, Road Runner, Juno First, my personal favourite. Best arcade machine there is. Mr. Do, The Simpsons, Speed Buggy, Paperboy. Hang on. Street Fighter. Let's go and have a look in the vendor hall. Here we have the vendor hall. Very quiet in here, I must say. Early days. Oh wow. These are amazing. The laser etch store. Amazing. Oh. An awful controller. The old David Birdsall, that's the other one you need. Hello.
Hello.
I know a few people are coming to visit you today, mind.
Fantastic.
Do you have a website or an Etsy page?
Yeah, and a Facebook. This is just a business card just at the end if you want to take one.
I'm going to buy stuff from these lovely ladies.
No, the learning curve is way too steep. I think it depends. I mean, online can ruin it for you. Well, you've got to play with friends, you know. Yeah, people that are on the same level. I didn't get 2 for years.
After I had a peruse of the trays hall, I went to the Spectrum Next talk. Here's a little bit of it.
Jim Bagley, I've written loads against the Specky. I've done a lot of talks here at Blackpool. And I'm part of the team for the Spectrum Next.
Well, one question we always like to ask is, what was your first experience? So we want to talk about the Spectrum. So what was your first Spectrum experience? And we'll start with Mike.
It was actually a friend of mine that had a Spectrum. I just bought his ZX81 and gave him money for his Specky, so he then went out and just got copies of games on tapes. The Spectrum was Manic Miner, actually. It was the first one we actually sat there and played. That's stuck with me ever since, I have to say.
On my own, sorry. I was going to say Manic Miner, actually, I think it was going around a friend's house and actually seeing Manic Miner was sort of the first game I saw on the Spectrum. But our actual first Spectrum which we received was actually a gift from David Darling, because he asked us to write our own conversion of Ghost Hunters from the Amstrad to the Spectrum, because another guy was writing Robin Hood, converting it across to the Spectrum, and we made some comment that it was taking too long, so we got a gift of a Spectrum in the post saying, well, you do it yourselves next time.
Okay, and there's a funny thing that I do remember, and that is a school friend had a Spectrum, because we went down a different route. We started with the Dragon 32, then went to the BBC Micro, then on to the Amstrad, and it was actually a few years before we got to the Spectrum. But I do remember seeing a friend's Spectrum, and he was playing this game called Tetris, and we just looked at it and going, it's just coloured bricks falling down the screen. Are you serious? It's like, that's not a proper game. It did all right. Not necessarily on a Spectrum, though.
First Specky game I saw was Arcadia in W.H. Smith's, but I really wanted to get Specky because a friend of mine had a Z81 and it was amazing. So the nearest I'd seen was a 380Z that we had at school. We had one computer in the whole school, the lovely black and green monitor. So when I saw a Specky with colours, I thought, yeah, it's the way forward. Really? Is it working? I think so.
My first experience with a Specky was, again, like Mike's. I had a ZX81 at the time, and a friend had a Specky. I went round to his after school, and we were playing Wheelie. Don't know if you remember that one. Great game, love it, even to this day.
So that was Play Expo Blackpool for me. A couple of things I'd like to say before I showed you what I picked up. People I met while I was there. Retro the Future Gaming, Alan. Met you, mate. It was really nice to meet you in person. We talked a lot on Facebook, but now we've met in person. Hopefully we'll see each other at another expo. I met Novabug. He was there filming the ZX Spectrum Next panel. Really nice fella. Hopefully see you at future expos. I met Octavia's kitten a few times. She was mulling around. Very nice lady. Love her videos. Also I bumped into Pete on a retro tip. He was mulling around the trade hall and I asked him the question, SNES or Mega Drive, and he gave me the right response. Of course it's Mega Drive. Had a lovely long chat with Andrew Armstrong from the back office. We were talking about YouTubing and how we thought maybe everybody at the expo was a YouTuber because there was a lot of us. Other people there I saw but I was too afraid to approach them because of a chicken shit were the Oliver Twins, Jim Bagley, Ravi Abbott, Dan Wood, Miss Mad Lemon and Kim Justice. All great people and I didn't approach them, I should have done. Never mind, maybe I'll pluck up the courage next time to shake their hand. All in all I thought it was really good. I didn't hang around on the Sunday and I only stopped till about 5 o'clock on the Saturday because I was knackered. Stuff I wish I picked up but I didn't. There was a Commodore 64 plug and play there for 15 quid, which is fair. They're decent, the Commodore 64 plug and plays. They're basically a Commodore 64. You can mod them to be a full Commodore 64. I didn't pick it up though. They had big plastic banners for a five, the Donkey Kong, other arcade machines and a big Sega one. I should have got it but I didn't. An Atari Flashback I was going to pick up. I had a look at it, it was a tenner. I went away for 2 minutes, came back and it had already gone. The thing is about these expos, if you see something you like, you're better off just picking it up. And I wish I picked up more Saturn games, but I didn't have a lot of money on me. Maybe next time I'll go with some more money. So that takes us to the pickups. Let's see what I got. So first thing I got was Fighters Megamix for the Sega Saturn Japanese version. Now I don't have a Japanese Saturn, but my mate Wayne's going to mod mine. So I got this one for 7, Fighters Megamix. I got Fighting Vipers for 6 quid. I got Virtua Fighter 2 for the Saturn for 4 quid. And then for the Dreamcast I got Virtua Fighter 3 TB. I also don't have a modded Dreamcast, but you can do a swap disc. You can burn your own disc, plop it in, it will region change it, and then you can put in Japanese discs. I used to collect Japanese Dreamcast discs about 5 years ago, but I gave up, but now I'm back on the game. You'll see these again in an upcoming video where I'm trying to collect 100 games. It'll be called Sega Saturn Road to 100. So if you've never been to a Play Expo event before, I suggest you go. This has been RetroTech 100, I'll see you next time.